Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 15th Hot Wheels Racing Tournament. And we have Godzilla and Trax from the Worcester Railers. They're here to watch the race today. And also, the Railers opening night is on October 12th. Make sure you don't miss it. I will be there, and so will Charlie. Isn't that right, Charlie?
Yes!
Alright, and now let's get started. First up, we have Howlin' Heat and Heavy Chevy. And the winner's going to be Howlin' Heat. Next up is Circle Trucker versus Blue Bone Shaker. And the winner's going to be Blue Bone Shaker. Wow. Next up is 31 Doozy versus 1971 El Camino. And the winner's going to be 31 Doozy. Next up is Spoiler Sport versus 24 Oars. Whoa! And 24 Oars takes the win. Next up is Lamborghini Orica versus Time Tracker. And the winner's going to be Time Tracker. Next up is Street Shaker versus Land Crusher. And the winner's going to be Land Crusher. Wow. Next up is Perfect Speed versus Epic Fast. Whoa! And Epic Fast takes the win. Next up is Twin Duction versus Quick and Sick. And the winner's going to be Quick and Sick. Alright, next up is MR11 versus the first out of the 5 debuting cars, Gold Dior 3. And the winner's going to be Gold Dior 3, winning on his debut. Next up is Twin Mill 3 versus Chevrolet 38. And the winner's going to be Twin Mill 3. Alright, next up is the second out of the 5 debuting cars, Runway Rescue. He'll be taking on Fiat 500C. Whoa! And Runway Rescue takes the win. Next up is Track Tune versus Twin Mill Jenny. And the winner's gonna be close, but Track Tune takes the win. Next up is Prototype H24 versus Mario. And the winner's gonna be Prototype H24. Next up is Speedbox versus Neat Streeter. And the winner's going to be Speedbox. Next up is Fast Forward WD versus Highway Patrol. And the winner's going to be Fast Forward WD. Next up is Race Bay 308 versus Torque Twister. Whoa! And Torque Twister takes the win. Next up is Robo Race Robocar versus Dodge Challenger Drift Car. And the winner's going to be, Dodge Challenger Drift Car crashed. But that doesn't matter. Dodge Challenger Drift Car wins. Next up is Bone Speeder versus S5D. And the winner's going to be S5D. Next up is Screamliner versus Gray Bone Shaker. Whoa! And Gray Bone Shaker takes the win. Next up is 1968 Dodge Dart versus the third out of the 5th debuting cars, 2016 Lamborghini Centenario Roadster. And the winner is going to be 1968 Dodge Dart. Next up is Rocket Box versus the previous champion 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. Whoa! And Rocket Box is going to suck, but... And there he goes, and 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor takes the win. Next up is D5S versus Muscle Tone. And the winner is going to be D5S. Next up is Amazoom versus the 4th out of the 5th debuting cars, Cyber Speeder. And the winner is going to be Cyber Speeder. Next up is Carbonic versus Z-Rod. And the winner is going to be Z-Rod. Next up is Carbide versus Scorcher. And the winner is going to be Carbide. Next up is Red Dior 3 versus Orange Bone Shaker. Whoa! And Red Dior 3 can suck. And the winner is going to be Orange Bone Shaker. Next up is Aston Martin 1963 DB5 versus the 5th and the final debuting car, Eruption. And the winner is going to be Aston Martin 1963 DB5. Next up is GT Hunter versus Red Bone Shaker. And the winner is going to be Red Bone Shaker with a blast of speed. Next up is Pizza Delivery versus 1972 Ford Ranchero. And last time when these two faced each other, Ford Ranchero won it. Can Pizza Delivery win this time? No, he will not. 1972 Ford Ranchero will take the win. Next up is 2017 Acura NSX versus Honda Racer. And the winner is going to be Honda Racer. Next up is Winning Formula versus Ball Stick. And the winner is going to be Ball Stick. And the final race of round number 1 is going to be Street Creeper and Godzilla GT. And the winner is going to be Street Creeper. Alright guys, here we are with round number 2. We're going to kick things off with Howlin' Heat and Blue Bone Shaker. And the winner is going to be Blue Bone Shaker. Next up is 31 Doozy versus 24 Oars. And the winner is going to be 24 Oars. Next up is Time Tracker versus Land Crusher. And the winner is going to be What a Race! Alright, gonna go for the side angle. And as you can tell, Land Crusher takes the win. Next up is Epic Fast versus Quick and Sick. And the winner is going to be Epic Fast. Next up is Gold Diora 3 versus Twin Mill 3. And the winner is going to be Twin Mill 3. Next up is Runway Rescue versus Track Tune. And the winner is going to be Runway Rescue. Next up is Prototype H24 versus Speedbox. And the winner is going to be Prototype H24. Next up is Fast Forward WD versus Torque Twister. And the winner is going to be Torque Twister. Next up is Dodge Challenger Drift Kart versus S5D. And the winner is going to be S5D. Next up is Gray Bone Shaker versus 1968 Dodge Dart. And the winner is going to be Gray Bone Shaker. Next up is 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor versus D5S. And the winner is going to be 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. Next up is Cyber Speeder versus Z-Rod. And the winner is going to be Z-Rod. Next up is Carbide versus Orange Bone Shaker. And the winner is going to be Carbide. Next up is Aston Martin 1963 DB5 versus Red Bone Shaker. And the winner is going to be Red Bone Shaker. Next up is 1972 Ford Ranchero versus Honda Racer. And the winner is going to be Honda Racer with the blast of speed. And the final race of round number 2 is going to be Ball Stick versus Street Creeper. And the winner is going to be Street Creeper with a blast of speed. Alright guys, here we are with round number 3. We're going to kick things off with Blue Bone Shaker and 24 Oars. And the winner is going to be 24 Oars. Next up is Land Crusher versus Epic Fast. And the winner is going to be Epic Fast. Next up is Twin Mill 3 versus Runway Rescue. And the winner is going to be Twin Mill 3. Next up is Prototype H24 versus Torque Twister. And the winner is going to be Torque Twister. Next up is S5D versus Gray Bone Shaker. And the winner is going to be Gray Bone Shaker. Next up is 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor versus Z-Rod. And the winner is going to be What a Race. But 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor takes the win. Next up is Carbide versus Red Bone Shaker. And the winner is going to be Red Bone Shaker. And the final race of round number 3 is going to be Honda Racer and Street Creeper. And the winner is going to be Honda Racer. Alright guys, here we are with the quarterfinals. We're going to kick things off with 24 Oars and Epic Fast. And the winner is going to be What a Race! But 24 Oars takes the win. Next up is Twin Mill 3 versus Torque Twister. And the winner is going to be What a Race! But but Torque Twister takes the win. Next up is Gray Bone Shaker versus 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. And the winner's going to be What a Race! But 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor takes the win. And the final race of the quarterfinals is going to be Red Bone Shaker and Honda Racer. And the winner is going to be Honda Racer. Alright guys, here we are with the semifinals. We have 24 Oars, Torque Twister, 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor, and Honda Racer. And so we're going to kick things off with 24 Oars and Torque Twister. And the winner is going to be Torque Twister going to the finals. We'll meet Torque Twister in the finals. Will be 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. If he makes the finals, he will probably make it to the finals for the 4th time in a row. Or will Honda Racer win it this time? And it's going to be Honda Racer going to the finals this time. Alright guys, here we are with the finals. We have Torque Twister and Honda Racer. These two never won a championship in Hot Wheels Racing Tournament, and one of them will win their first. And who's going to win it? We'll find out now. The winner of Hot Wheels Racing Tournament number 15 is going to be none other than... Oh! Close. But just barely, Honda Racer is the champion. Honda Racer has finally done it. He has made it to the semifinals multiple times, but he still made it to the finals and has won it. Torque Twister, you were close. You came in second, but you are one step closer to winning your first championship, and you will soon get it. And congratulations to Honda Racer for winning his first championship. And I'll see you guys in Hot Wheels Race Tournament number 16. See you guys next time. Bye.